I know that the Sailing Club is celebrating 10 years this year. 2013 to 2023 it is already. And 5 years of the Exuma Sailing Club, their regatta. And so it's a fabulous thing that they're doing for the community, giving the children some direction and learning a sport that they can use in their lives forever.
Today is the day when we feel as though we need to give back, and we are happy that Dallas has started the club, because the club now is the glue for young kids to develop. My son is in school in the States because this club helped him to develop his maturity and organization.
Exuma Sailing Club Regatta has given me the opportunity to continue to grow as a sailor. Each regatta, for each year that I've been in it, I've gotten to sail against all of my peers in fierce competition, and it helped me continue to grow as a sailor and see the opportunity that sailing will be able to give me in the future. And some of my core memories and some of the best times that I've ever had have been at the ESC Regatta, sailing against Alvin and E-Class and Sunfish, and sailing against Fonte and and Sunfish constantly. Like, those chances to battle against some of my peers were what helped me be able to keep growing as a sailor.
Oh my gosh, we love you so much. We don't know, I can't imagine this community without you guys. You make such a difference, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. We will continue to support the Exuma Sailing Club and the sailing community here because it's essential for what we do, and for the kids to learn swimming and sailing is an amazing thing. And thank you. phenomenal. I know that the Sailing Club is celebrating 10 years this year. 2013 to 2023 it is already. And 5 years of the Exuma Sailing Club, their regatta. And so it's a fabulous thing that they're doing for the community, giving the children some direction and learning a sport that they can use in their lives forever.
Today is the day when we feel as though we need to give back, and we are happy that Dallas has started the club, because the club now is the glue for young kids to develop. My son is in school in the States because this club helped him to develop his maturity and organization.
Exuma Sailing Club Regatta has given me the opportunity to continue to grow as a sailor. Each regatta, for each year that I've been in it, I've gotten to sail against all of my peers in fierce competition, and it helped me continue to grow as a sailor and see the opportunity that sailing will be able to give me in the future. And some of my core memories and some of the best times that I've ever had have been at the ESC Regatta, sailing against Alvin and E-Class and Sunfish, and sailing against Fonte and and Sunfish constantly. Like, those chances to battle against some of my peers were what helped me be able to keep growing as a sailor.
Oh my gosh, we love you so much. We don't know, I can't imagine this community without you guys. You make such a difference, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. We will continue to support the Exuma Sailing Club and the sailing community here because it's essential for what we do, and for the kids to learn swimming and sailing is an amazing thing. And thank you.
You are watching the 5th Annual ESC Regatta. watching the 5th Annual ESC Regatta.
You are watching the 5th Annual ESC Regatta. You are watching the 5th Annual ESC Regatta.
We're back at the 5th Annual ESC Regatta. Welcome to E-Class Sloop Sailing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boats on the water. Riptide, Mako, Lady Kayla, Lady L, One Bahamas, Wave Maker, and Panther. Miss Agnes did not make the race, and Sweet Lemon has not made the race, but we are away with our first series in the E-Class. We had to go up under Crab Key. The weather was just a little too risky out in the harbor, so we're doing a nice long upwind race under the protection of Crab Key, where the waves are much more manageable and the wind is much easier to deal with. So let's see what happens. The favorites are going to be One Bahamas, who tied for first in the E-Class Championship last year in April. She's always a top competitor. Lady Kayla is always going to be up in the mix. We got the new Wave Maker. This is the Old Brothers 2 with a new paint job. Let's see if No Sean can do something out here today. We got Clay Ron with Lady L. We haven't seen Lady L in action very much recently. Let's see if she can keep up. And we got Emmett on Mako. You know he's going to be up in there. And then we've got Keanu on Riptide and Adron on Panther. So let's see who is going to come out on top. Right now we got One Bahamas in the lead. Tanaj is on the weather of Kayla, and he is doing a good job keeping that boat moving and on the wind. One Bahamas is always a tough boat in heavy wind, so let's see if they can keep up. We're going to the windward mark twice. We're going to go up to the windward mark, come back down here to the start, and then finish at the windward mark. So we'll be checking back in with you along the way. Enjoy the race. This is the first series race of the E-Class. This is also doubling as the ocean race from yesterday, which we had to cancel because of the weather. So this will be a standalone trophy, but it will also count for points towards the overall series winner. So enjoy the race. back in the action right now, looking at the bird's eye view of the race course on starboard. Okay, thank you. We'll wait for that.
Check, 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 check.
Going to a test.
Be good.
We're online now. Ladies and gentlemen, we really do want to take the proper amount of time to thank the people that have supported the club through the years. There's too many to thank all in one go, but we do want to thank a couple in particular. Doug and Wendy Rowe especially. Doug is a master fisherman. He's been doing it for such a long time. He is obsessed about it. That's why his motto is obsession is a good thing. So look up Fish Row Charters if you're in Exuma and you do want to do some fishing, and he will definitely take good care of you. His wife Wendy is a specialist when it comes to anything to do with real estate, realty. She is the one you're going to want to call. She's going to treat you like a VIP. And her phone number, 357-0871. You can email her, Wendy at frontrowrealty.com, if you're looking for property or you need any help whatsoever getting the lay of the land in Exuma. Give her a call. She will hook you up. And of course, we cannot forget our friends at the Hideaways. Ron and Bet Francis, Bev and Wade have been huge supporters of the club. You can call them 336-2787 if you're looking for a place to stay. They have a pool, they have a beach, they have a restaurant, they've got everything you need. We hosted the 2020 Opti Nationals here, and they were the main supporters for us, and we based everything out of the Hideaways, and they were super helpful and supportive. We'll never forget them for that. And even going back to Termite, they were one of our first people to give money. Smitty's Pharmacy, John and Deborah have always been there when we need them. If you need anything, you're feeling under the weather, John will he'll hook you right up, and he will ask you questions, and he will find exactly what you need to get you back on your feet. They're located in the Smitty's food store, right behind the counters. So go in there and see John if you need anything medical related. Super friendly and super helpful. We want to thank John and Deborah so much. They're huge supporters of the club. And of course, our friend Mike Knowles and his Scullers Rowing Club, which he started from scratch. And with a track record of success on the international stage, Scullers Rowing is undisputedly the premier coastal rowing and beach sprints club in the Caribbean and widely regarded as one of the top up-and-coming programs in the world. They are one of the few rowing programs in the world to offer this level of training and exposure at zero cost to any Bahamian of school age. So contact Mike 524-8096 if you want your kid to get into shape and become fit and travel internationally. They've been to Wales, they've been to Namibia, they've been to Peru, they've been all over the place. They've won gold medals. I mean, they're incredible. So contact Mike. It's an incredible program he has going on there, right where we sail in Sailing Club Cove. And of course, our biggest fans, and we're their biggest fans. It's Chat and Chill. Kwanzaa and KB have been with the club from the beginning. Delano was one of our first sailors to really dominate the E-Class Regatta. Nobody could beat him for about 2 straight years. So we love Delano, Kwanzaa, KB, and Kanaya, of course. And they are celebrating their 25th anniversary this year, so congratulations to them. They built Mako for us. We'll be eternally thankful and grateful for that. And then, of course, my personal friend, Miss Tanya Manos, Realty with T. If you need any assistance with property management, you're looking for some property, you want someone to take care of your property, she is a professional through and through, and she will make sure that the job gets done, and she will, trust me, she will be obsessed about it until it gets done right. She has a high level of expectations for her clients and the service that she provides, and she will definitely take good care of you. So we're gonna get ready for the final E-Class Series race right here in the harbor. The finish line is going to be up under the Regatta Pavilion, so you can come down and watch. It's going to be a great race. Right now, One Bahamas is currently sitting in first place. Lady Kayla is in second. and Wavemaker is in third. So let's see what happens. Following immediately after this race, we're going to have the parent race, where we're going to get in the boats with the kids, and the parents are going to race against each other with the junior sailors. So that's going to be super exciting. The guys have been looking forward to that for a long time. I will be in there. Tamara will be in there. Maybe Reg one year will be in there. We'll see. But we're gonna get this E-Class race going, and then we'll be right back with the parents race right after that. So stay tuned.
phenomenal. I know that the Sailing Club is celebrating 10 years this year. 2013 to 2023 it is already. And 5 years of the Exuma Sailing Club, their regatta. And so it's a fabulous thing that they're doing for the community, giving the children some direction and learning a sport that they can use in their lives forever.
Today is the day when we feel as though we need to give back, and we are happy that Dallas has started the club, because the club now is the glue for young kids to develop. My son is in school in the States because his club helped him to develop his maturity and organization.
Exuma Sailing Club Regatta has given me the opportunity to continue to grow as a sailor. Each regatta for each year that I've been in it, I've gotten to sail against all of my peers in fierce competition, and it helped me continue to grow as a sailor and see the opportunity that sailing will be able to give me in the future. And some of my core memories and some of the best times that I've ever had have been at the ESC Regatta, sailing against Alvin and E-Class and Sunfish, and sailing against Fonte and and Sunfish constantly. Like, those chances to battle against some of my peers were what helped me be able to keep as a sailor.
Oh my gosh, we love you so much. We don't know, I can't imagine this community without you guys. You make such a difference, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. We will continue to support the Exuma Sailing Club and the sailing community here because it's essential for what we do, and for the kids to learn swimming and sailing is an amazing thing. And thank you.
You are watching the 5th Annual ESC Regatta.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final series race in the E-Class, 5th Annual ESC Regatta here in beautiful Georgetown, Elizabeth Harbor. On your screen right now, you got Panther. That's Adron and Seth. Behind them, you have the Riptide. That's the green boat, number 5. It's a beautiful day. The wind has let up enough for us to be out here sailing in the actual harbor, putting the finish line and the windward marker right up under the pavilion, so the spectators will get a nice show. Right now, we've got, boy, it's probably too close to call. I would say Kayla, Mako, Wave Maker, and One Bahamas are stacked out in pretty even fashion. Kind of hard to tell. Joss went port at the beginning. He was the only boat to go port, so he went inshore early and then tacked on top of the fleet, and now he's heading back inshore on port, and pretty much everybody's on port except for Riptide and Panther, who are far out into the harbor. Riptide's tacking now to come in. But what's going to happen, Reg, what's going to happen when they get close up under the pavilion?
They're going to get knocked.
A lot of knocking.
Going to get knocked.
What does a knock mean?
Knock means that the wind is going to fall out and shift.
Okay.
So you're gonna up under here. It usually shifts to the right because of the buildings and whatnot. So you get knocked off. And what you should do is to tack immediately. But if you go in too far, then you're in the lee of the shadow of the island, the buildings.
Yep.
Until you lose power.
So it
you
gets,
can stay off here.
Right. It gets tricky.
Breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a fine line between going in too close and getting a lift, and going too far and losing all your speed. So you
One
want
of the
to.
things you have to look out for is the south wind, of course, is you get a fluke wind. You know, you get that puff that comes over land and hits you right suddenly when you're lying there waiting for a puff.
Yep.
So that's another problem coming under the land today.
Yep. And these boats are very sensitive to the breeze, so a big puff coming over the land could really lay them down.
Oh, yeah.
So the guys got to be ready for it, either to slack the main sheet and depower the boat, or you got to hike out really hard and try to keep her down. So we just had One Bahamas cross in front of Lady Kayla, just barely, but I think those are your two lead boats right now. Tanaj and Joss are pretty close to each other. Without the heavy breeze we had yesterday, do you think we're going to see any changes in the standings?
It could be, because it's a different course, and the wind is different. You're not going to get that steady wind we had yesterday, and people are be able to come in the shadow here. So somebody might overcook, come too close,
right?
Get caught in the shadow and can't get out. And so you could see some changes. Right now, Tanaj is still sailing good races. Sailing the course.
Yeah.
That's hard to beat.
Yeah, it is.
You know what's saying his ley lines. I mean, he's staying right on his ley lines. He's paying attention to that. So he's sailing the shortest course, and you know what happens when you do that.
Yeah, that plus a fast boat, it's usually going to equal a victory. Yeah. So what we had is we had Mako go in pretty close to shore, and they've tacked. So they are the farthest windward boat right now. They're coming up under the Peace and Plenty, but you can see they've already gotten knocked down, and they're having to sail away from the shore. Wave Maker also is sailing basically away from the shore right now. So I would say Kayla and One Bahamas are well in front of everybody. But look how we do have Lady L coming here. Lady L is on port. Kayla's on starboard. Kayla's going to block. Oh, wow, it's a synchronized tack between Kayla and One Bahamas. I don't think that was on purpose. So they are basically on the ley line now, and now it's going to be a race to the windward mark. And Joss in number 17, the white boat, he would have the inside track on the buoy. So assuming everything stays like this, he would be the first one around the windward mark. And he is going to, see how he's pushing up, Reg? Why is he pushing up if he's beyond the ley line?
Well, I don't think, you're talking about Lady L?
Number 17, Lady Kayla.
I don't know why he would do that. He's beyond the ley line. He should just be putting his bow down and going for it.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be really close between One Bahamas and Kayla. Both of them coming directly to the mark right now. One Bahamas would have right of way as the leeward boat, but he would still have to give Lady Kayla space to go around the buoy, because there's definitely an overlap there between those two boats. So they are leaving this buoy to their port side, so they are going to come up here and they're going to tack around the buoy, and it's going to be very close. They're going to be going downwind, basically neck and neck.
One Bahamas is going to have to make a short tack here.
Well, they're going to have to tack around the buoy. They're both coming up beyond it and tacking.
Port, right?
So Lady Kayla is going to be in first place, but just barely. So Jaws is going to attack, and Tonnage is basically going to attack at the same time. All right, so One Bahamas had to wait for Kayla to attack before he could. And now One Bahamas has to be careful he doesn't run into the stern of Lady Kayla. So that's a good job. Good handling from those guys.
Very well.
But look here, look at Pat Smith's boat. Look at Lady L.
Lady L coming right to it.
Right, in the light breeze, is Lady L a better boat?
Well, she's light. I mean, you know, we talked about her being very, very light. And when she gets in here, yeah, she's going to be okay.
Wait, now hold the phone, Reg. What boat is this coming into the mark on 4th place right now?
This is Panther.
Panther.
This is our Panther.
We have a panther sighting in the top 4, ladies and gentlemen. This is an endangered species that you don't see in the top 4 very often at all. So excellent handling from Adron and Seth. And you do not see number 4 very often.
Not very often. Not very often. It's good to see that. But look what's coming here, right to the mark and coming on a good track too. And she's now getting the breeze.
We got Wavemaker coming.
It's coming really fast.
And assuming there's not a big knock, she should make the buoy there.
She's gonna
Riptide is going to come up on port and go behind Wavemaker. And then Sweet Lemon will bring up the rear right now. But it's really close right here at the windward mark. Oh, Mako's not around yet either. They got caught in some bad air, so they're still struggling to get to the mark. But there we go. Panther's around.
Riptide is stalling right here on the mark.
Yeah. Looks like he's juking her in the wind. There's not a lot of speed there. But here he goes. He's making a nice slow tack. All right, so now Riptide is on starboard, and Sweet Lemon is going to go behind them. So it's going to be Sweet Lemon and Mako in the back. Up at the front, we have Kayla and One Bahamas leading the pack right now, and Lady L close behind.
Mako took the knock, so she's got to go a little bit further in order to fetch the buoy here. So we'll see what happens with her. Yep. Here she comes now.
Yep. So she's got some ground to make up.
And she's getting one of those logs. She's a little under the land here.
So if you look at the amount of people or the amount of junior sailors in each boat, are we seeing less than yesterday? A lot of them were carrying 3 yesterday.
3 yesterday, yeah. We are seeing less today.
So only Mako and Sweet Lemon are carrying 3 crew. Everybody else, they came out with 3, some of them, but then they quickly offloaded them onto the committee boat. So most people are carrying 2 people right now.
Mako's not going to make that mark, it seems. The wind is going to play havoc with this. It's going to be up and down. You can see that and feel it now.
Yep. You're absolutely right. And as it lightens up and you have a windward mark under the lee of shore and light breeze, that's like a sailor's worst nightmare. Yeah. And that just reminds me of Long Island.
Yeah.
Long Island is notorious for that windward mark way up under that hill. And boy, when you go up in there, you could be in 1st, and then the next thing you know, you're in 7th. Oh, man.
When you come offshore is where you're going to build your lead out here.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is these guys that are already offshore are getting all kind of speed, and the guys that are way in there by the buoy, they're still struggling. So the gap is really going to open up now. But it looks like Lady Kayla has managed to mostly hold her lead from One Bahamas. Now they're leaving this buoy down here on port, so that means there's a jibe coming up, Reg.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on that.
Yep. Now these little boats can handle the jibe pretty well, and the wind is really light, so it shouldn't be any problem. But what do you have to be careful of? If you're Lady Kayla and you know your boom's coming across, don't you have to make sure that boom isn't going to hit One Bahamas?
Well, you got to give them room.
Yep. So One Bahamas does have to give Lady Kayla enough room to complete her jibe, because that's the natural course. So One Bahamas can't be so close that Lady Kayla cannot jibe.
And if they obey the rules, once they're in the zone, they hold their course through the zone.
Right.
We're going to be fine.
Yeah.
If somebody starts trying to come up inside and lock up inside, we could have a problem.
So here we go.
Yep.
First boat is going around. Lady Kayla has jibed. She is around the mark. And now Keyshawn is going to furiously pull in that main sheet, and they're going to get back on the wind really quickly. There's Carmen right behind, pulling in the main sheet of One Bahamas, and Lady L right behind them.
And here comes this Lady L's got a lot of speed here.
So you saw Lady L go underneath One Bahamas. Why would they do that?
Because One Bahamas probably pushed up once it came around and she couldn't get in there.
Okay, so what happens if you have an inexperienced skipper and they do not do a good buoy rounding, the boat behind can take advantage of that. But Tonnage is not an inexperienced skipper, so he was not going to let Lady L get in between him and the buoy.
Well, it's something we teach our kids, isn't it? You don't do that.
No.
You can't do that to ESC
We
kids.
teach them wide and tight, so you come wide to the buoy and you go around it tight, and you want to get back on that wind as quickly as possible to get your speed up and not let a boat get on top of you.
Now, Dallas, an interesting thing has just happened here. One Bahamas ends up on the lee of all three of these boats for some reason. I was watching that twice. But look who's going to be the windward boat here.
So Lady L's gone windward and tacked of everybody.
So essentially, if she's going to be reaching, Lady L is essentially your lead boat at this point. However, One Bahamas is well known if she gets a breeze.
Yep.
She can come up. She can come to windward and she can catch that.
I mean, just at a glance right now, I would say Lady Kayla and One Bahamas have more speed than Lady L. Lady L seems to be slowing
bouncing.
down. Yeah,
She's
the waves
bouncing.
seem to be hitting her bow and kind of knocking her speed down.
Well, we think she's light. She doesn't have enough ballast in her. Because she's corky. She's sort of too buoyant.
Yeah,
She doesn't have any drive.
yeah.
Whereas One Bahamas and Kayla are driving, even in the light wind, and the wind is up and down. It's really changed down.
Look what's happening right here with Kayla and One Bahamas.
Kayla's coming. over
Kayla
the
has
top.
rolled One Bahamas.
Yeah.
All right, so now eventually Tanaj is going to feel the effects of that, and what's he going to do?
He's going to have to tack
He's
away.
going to have to tack. All right, so you can see his sail fluttering already, which
Yeah.
means he's getting bad wind off of Kayla. He's getting gassed, as we call it.
Literally stopped.
Yeah. So good job. That's good. You know, holding his lane is what Joss was doing. He was holding the wind. He was holding his lane above One Bahamas, and there he goes Tanaj tacking now. He's got to get out of there. So now he's got more control over what's going to happen now. He can choose when he covers. He can choose how tight he wants to cover. I don't think he's going to go much farther before he tacks.
And you see something else happening here. Because of the lightness in Lady L, she doesn't have the drive to keep her with Kayla. Kayla's reaching away from her.
Right. And so now One Bahamas is crossing Lady Elm now, and if you look back, Wavemaker caught up with Panther, so Panther has slipped into fifth place.
Fifth place.
Yep. And then behind Panther is Sweet Lemon, and then Riptide, and Mako is still making her way downwind. So it's going to be between Kayla and One Bahamas, and Joss is stretching it out. He's not covering. He wants to stay out here. I guess he thinks there's more breeze a little further offshore.
There is more breeze further offshore. The only thing he's got to be very careful of in this south wind is if he goes that far, when he tacks and he gets knocked, One Bahamas will have the advantage.
Well, what will happen too is, so he's tacked for the buoy now, and if there's a really big shift, One Bahamas could close a lot of this gap. But we're going to bring the drone in, and we're going to probably film the finish line from the boat. So we're going to be right back. This is going to be a close finish. It's going to be a good one. We'll see you in just a minute.
We're right in his shift right now. Okay, coming right to the finish now. Lady Kayla with Josh at the helm, coming on starboard. He's calling starboard on One Bahamas. No need because he's going to cross clear. And here comes One Bahamas. The bow is down. Kayla tacks right on top of him, and One Bahamas is going to sail right by her, and they're going to take this race. That was incredible. He sailed right by Lady Kayla, tacked right on top of him, and he sailed right underneath her, and One Bahamas is the winner, and Lady Kayla is going to finish second. Looks like look like bringing up third is going to be Lady L, unless she gets caught by wave. But that is the finish. 1-2, One Bahamas, Lady Kayla. And we're just watching now to see whether Lady L can close with third. I think Baby Wave is going to go behind her, or Wave is going to go behind her. So Lady L is going to be third across the line and followed by the Wave. And that's the first four coming in. Straggling out behind, we've got Riptide looking like she might be fifth. Mako way down at the end. Lemon is somewhere in the middle here. And that's the way the field stacks up right now. The wind is in and out. It's getting light, and then it's a puffy. It's a south wind, and it's a typical south wind right now. Boats are struggling to finish. The wind keeps going down, but then every now and then you get a nice heavy puff of about 10, 12, 15 knots, and you surge ahead, and then you slow down and you wait again. That is the nature of south wind racing, especially when you're on the lee of the island. Coming across the finish line right now is the Wave Walker, just crossing, finishing now. Looking for the next boat, which looks like it might be Sweet Lemon, coming in. And on Sweet Lemon, Dallas, is Tyrese McKenzie and Trayshawn McKenzie. Look at Riptide, folks. Look at Riptide, really showing her all of her bottom there. She's in good breeze, and she's coming up on top of Mako. Is it? Is that Mako? Is that Panther? There's Panther out there. Panther was in fourth, so she lost a lot of positions here in this second leg. So here comes Mako on our left over here. She's going to be coming in and making an attack on the starboard. Lemon is going to cross between us. She's blocked way beyond what we teach, Dallas. Look at this. She's doubly blocked. Almost have her two strapped. And we have a nice looking race out between Panther and Riptide right now. Both on starboard tack. They will be tacking and coming to the mark in just a moment. Here comes the tack, and now we see we're looking at 6, 7, and 8, I think. And it looks like Panther might be in a position for 6. We have to wait till they get a little closer. They're coming head on. Mako is going to attack now. She'll be on starboard coming in, so she'll have the advantage. But she is going to go into shadow in a little bit. She'll be under the land if she goes a bit more, and so that could be problematic for her. Beautiful afternoon here. If you're on the waterfront looking down at all the beautiful yachts here, this is an incredible time to be on Elizabeth Harbor. This is the ending of our yachting season, our cruising season, and so the yachts just strung out across the harbor from just in front of the Exuma Yacht Club all the way across to Chachachil, and then all the way back down past Monument. So it's just a beautiful setting for this race this afternoon. Still on your screen right now, coming right at us with the Panther and Riptide, and we're looking on over here for Mako. She's on the mark, but she's getting knocked because she's in shadow, and we'll see whether, I don't think she'll get here even with them, so they'll have to come in and they'll probably have to make a little tack to go between us here, but that's going to be the end. Stay with us because we have a most exciting event coming up for you. We have the parent and student race. That means we're going to put one of our students in a boat with a parent, mom or dad, and we're going to do this exact same course again. Interestingly, we're going to have our coach and one of his sons and his wife, Tamara, that you don't hear much about. And that's a family feud that we're going to be watching this afternoon. In addition to that, we have one of our local government representatives, Pat Smith, is out here. He's been talking about what he's going to do with the fleet. So it's going to be great. We have Mackenzie from what's the Rollville boat, Dallas? The Rollville boat.
We got from Rollville, we got
Tyrone
Lemon.
McKenzie is here.
Yep.
And he's going to be on Sweet Lemon. So yeah,
Mako is
here comes Mako is going to come right across on starboard, and she's actually going to take that 6th spot.
But attack and go through this finish. What y'all going on starboard for?
Emmett is on helm here.
Good comeback. Good comeback.
Good comeback. So Mako did make it out of the shadow, came across, took 6th place. Panther looks like she's going to be 7th, and 8th is going to go to Riptide. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the way we're going to finish the sloop racing, the E-Class sloop racing for this year's regatta. And we'll have the scores for you just a little later on. We're going to reorganize now, get Dallas and Tamara onto their vessels, and we're going to be running the race for you. So we'll be back to call that for you in just a moment.
All right, Reg, look on shore. What do you see? Look at all these people that have come out. They don't come out when we do the sunfish and the oppies, but boy, when them sloops hit the water.
Sloops come out there here.
When they hear that cannon,
here.
Yep, you could hear the excitement in that last finish, huh?
But I'll tell you what's also exciting. Looking on the dock, I see a couple of parents getting ready.
Yep,
They're ready
excited.
for you, Dallas.
Yep.
They're looking for you, man. But it's really great to see people come out and watch. But the sloops do draw.
Yeah, they do.
They
It's exciting.
absolutely draw.
Yeah, it's an exciting race. So we're gonna come back for the parent race in just a moment. Stay tuned. It's gonna be really exciting. There's all kind of trash talking going on. We got some of these big guys from out west out here, and they are gonna let you know that they're on the water.
Well, the wind is going to play havoc with this race. It's going to be fun.
Yep.
There's going to be a little bit of drifting and a little bit of sailing. That's the way we're going to end with the parents' race.
All right, sounds good.
We got dogs on watch.
phenomenal. I know that the Sailing Club is celebrating 10 years this year. 2013 to 2023 it is already. And 5 years of the Exuma Sailing Club, their regatta. And so it's a fabulous thing that they're doing for the community, giving the children some direction and learning a sport that they can use in their lives forever.
Today is the day when we feel as though we need to give back, and we are happy that Dallas has started the club to help him to develop his maturity and organization.
Exuma Sailing Club Regatta has given me the opportunity to continue to grow as a sailor. Each regatta for each year that I've been in it, I've gotten to sail against all of my peers in fierce competition, and it helped me continue to grow as a sailor and see the opportunity that sailing will be able to give me in the future. And some of my core memories and some of the best times that I've ever had have been at the ESC Regatta, sailing against Alvin and E-Class and Sunfish, and sailing against Fonte and and Sunfish constantly. Like, those chances to battle against some of my peers were what helped me be able to keep growing as a sailor.
Oh my gosh, we love you so much. We don't know, I can't imagine this community without you guys. You make such a difference, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. We will continue to support the Exuma Sailing Club and the sailing community here because it's essential for what we do, and for the kids to learn swimming and sailing is an amazing thing. And thank you.